And so I thought I might start off by taking you on a nice walk along the road a little bit, down to the beach. Because it's an interesting thing from where I'm sitting right now. It's probably only a few hundred feet to the beach. I walk out the front door, go across the road, maybe walk 100, 200 feet down the road. And it's just a totally normal road in every way, lined with trees on either side. I don't know if you're familiar with the Pahutakawa tree, but that's the particular kind of tree along this road. And after a few hundred feet, you come to an entrance to the beach. And you walk past this little tiny car park. There's enough space for maybe 5 or 6, 10 cars. And you walk up this track. And the track itself is made of sand. And the track goes up the sand dune. And it's not a particularly big sand dune. It's only maybe 5 to 10 meters high. And you get to the top of the sand dune. And just as you get to the top, you can see out over the ocean. And on both sides of you, there's these plants growing up. But they're not quite high enough that you can't easily see over. And you look out, and there right in front of you is the island. Maybe a few miles away across the ocean. And if you were able to look far enough, at that point you would be able to see all the way to Australia. Now, unfortunately, Australia is so far away that you can't actually see it because it's hidden behind the curve of the earth. But nevertheless, you can stand there and look out over the beach. And quite often on the beach there are little teepees that people have built. Sometimes people will build diagrams and designs, patterns in the sand. And right at the foot of this particular track going down to the beach, there's a stormwater drain made out of concrete. It's about 2 feet across, maybe 3 feet. And it runs out for 100 feet into the ocean. Or at least it would if it weren't broken. In reality, there's a few sections of it with gaps. But the really interesting thing about this beach is that the sand isn't really black, so it doesn't get really, really hot. But it's also not white sand, and so it doesn't get really, really cold most of the time. And so you can walk along the beach in just the right way until you find the perfect spot for you. You can feel the sand curling in your toes because it's nice and warm, perfect for walking in bare feet. And you find that spot that's just the right spot. And you lay down a towel so you can lie on the beach without getting sand all throughout you. And I have this white towel that's quite large that I use. It's absolutely the wrong colour for a towel to lie down on the beach. And I'm sure that you have your own towel. You can spread the towel out on the beach and lay yourself down in the sun. The waves are rolling in, there's the smell of salt on the air, and occasionally you hear a bird chirping or squawking in the background. And as you lay down, you can feel your body starting to sink into the sand. You can sort of wriggle your arms and your legs about a bit. Shuffle your shoulders so that they sink down into just the right spot. You can already start to feel yourself drifting away. It's so calm, comfortable, and peaceful. Just right for a perfect napping spot. And as you hear those waves rolling in, and you wriggle down deeper into the sand, feeling that warmth. So comfortable. You can feel your breathing easily and clearly because there's the taste of salt on the air. You find yourself drifting all the way down. There's nothing to do but have a wonderful nap for the next 5 minutes. And I'll just shut up while you take that nap now. And as you're napping, peaceful thoughts fill your mind. Now, one of the most interesting things about having a nap is that it's really important that it doesn't go on for too long. Because if you nap for too long, you end up falling asleep, and then you need to stay asleep for an entire sleep cycle, otherwise you're going to feel tired. So, allow yourself to just wriggle for a bit in the sand, and pop back up. All the way back up, wide awake and alert. Welcome back.